I'm gonna wake up early tomorrow and study for my exam.
Sounds good.
Do you want me to move my jacket?
No, you're fine. What exam do you have tomorrow?
Discrete structures.
Fun math stuff.
Are you already recording?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I have to build rapport.
Oh, okay. So this is the report?
Yeah,
This is the report?
Since I don't know you that well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, I'm doing this interview for my anthropology class. Nothing too high risk.
Okay.
So, it's all good to go. What is an item or artifact that represents your culture or identity? Something you have that just like, it's not, this is me, it's something that represents your background, I guess.
Do I have to have it personally, or can it just be something that represents
It can be something.
I feel like the longhorn is something that represents my culture and my background. Second to that is cowboy boots.
Texas.
Because Texas.
He's from Texas, so. Okay. Oh yeah, you got your boots.
I do have boots here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why does that make you, how does that connect you to your cultural identity?
Oh, that's a hard. I think, there's the way it represents the ideas that I was raised on and the memories that it brings back from my childhood, I think are what really links the cowboy boots to my cultural identity.
Okay. What's one of your favorite boots related memories then?
Oh, boots related.
It doesn't have to be your favorite, just a good one that comes to mind.
I think of, not anything in particular, but mostly like, going to family functions, cookouts, parties, things like that. And, even when you're dressed up, there's like you can wear boots with dress clothes and stuff like that. And that's kind of what I think of, like the parties, the cookouts, the grilling, and the good times.
Okay. So like being with friends and family.
Yeah, mostly.
Okay. Do you have any, like a specific memory of being with friends or family that reminds you of home?
Actually, I do. I have a really.
Let's hear it.
Yeah. Oh, you want to hear it?
I just want to hear it. That'd be great.
I remember this was my senior year of high school. The last year I was in Texas before I left. It was a 4th of July function, and it wasn't just friends and family. It was a big town-wide function, and they got the band who sang the song "We Are Family," Sister Sledge. Mm-hmm. They played for whatever reason. They were playing at a function in Rowlett, Texas.
That's awesome.
But I remember going there with a lot of friends, and we had a really good time. Ate some hot dogs, listened to some Sister Sledge, dude. Great time.
That sounds great.
Great time.
That kind of goes into my next question. What are some sensory impressions that remind you of your favorite place or your favorite time? So essentially like smells, sights, touches, or feelings. Case.
Ooh. I can tell you a smell that always brings me back to my childhood is the smell of like antique stores. Reminds me of my grandfather's basement. Yep. and every time I step in an antique shop and I smell that smell, or like even a doll shop, because dolls have a very particular smell, and my grandmother ran a doll store when I was a kid, I think of all those memories, like instantly. Those are the first things that come to mind. For taste, I would say probably like a good brisket or good ribs. Anything that's like good grilled food, smoked meat.
Something savory.
Yeah, really brings back like thoughts of home.
Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, do you think of home as a building or a place or an idea?
I think it can be a little bit of both a place and an idea, because there are definitely parts of Texas that don't feel like home, but there's also parts of elsewhere that feel like home, so having a house here and being married, this is definitely my home now, but it doesn't feel the same nearly at all as Texas. But as soon as I go back home to Texas, I feel right back where where I started.
Okay. So you don't feel like it's changed too much?
I feel like some parts of it have changed, definitely. Where I grew up, it's rapidly becoming more and more part of Dallas. So that's kind of shocking to go back after 4 years and see that, it's kind of becoming more city-like and less small town-like. But it's still, the people are still just as nice, and every time I go out there and see family, it always feels like I'm welcome right back.
Okay. Have you ever had difficulty making a place feel like home, somewhere you've lived feel like home?
Yeah, I would say when I first got out to Maryland, it was definitely a cultural shock.
Yeah.
The change of not only the culture and what we eat, how we talk, how we dress, but also people here are more straightforward and not nearly as willing to make conversation or anything like that. So that's a little shocking, and at first it was hard to, but it's a lot easier when you have other people, other supports to help you, just keep yourself stable, plant your roots.
Yeah, make your own home sort of. Where do you feel you belong, and why? That's a pretty deep question.
That is a deep question. That's
Okay, here, I'll start with this. What do you, if I were to say, hold up, sorry. What makes you feel like you belong in a place?
I think the biggest thing that makes me, in general, I would say it's the people. As soon as you meet a good group of people or meet good friends, you feel like you belong. And as soon as, I'll say even AACC, as soon as I got there, I met a lot of cool people who immediately were nice to me, and I never had an issue making friends. So I think that's what makes it easiest to feel like you belong somewhere.
Okay. Something that answers the original question to me. That was good. Do you feel like you have to put an effort do you feel like you have to claim a place you belong, or do you think it just kind of happens naturally? For you personally?
I think if you fight it makes it a lot harder to find a place where you belong. So I wouldn't say you have to necessarily claim it, but you also shouldn't fight it, right? So if you're forced to move somewhere, if you have a bad mentality about where you're moving, then it's gonna cause you to feel like you don't belong.
Okay. So you have to let it happen.
You have to let it happen. Yeah, you can't go in there swinging. You kind of gotta.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the ride, man.
Okay. All right. Last question. How would you define home?
Home is where you're most comfortable, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a lot of different ways you can look at home. Home could be a place. Home could be a people. I think home, for me, is where I can sit down on the sofa, watch football, drink a beer because I'm over the age of 21, and hang out with my wife. So for me, that's home.
Okay. I like that. It's very comfortable.
Yeah.
And then you were going into details. That was good.
Yeah.
All right. I forgot to do introductions. This is Colby Martin, who's my roommate. I'm AJ Lozano. I did the interview. All right. Thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Lozano.
Yeah.
It was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
The weird